I'm amazed in passages like Matthew 24 when the disciples came to Jesus privately again and asked him, Lord, what will be the sign of the ends of the time and the sign of your return and the end of the age? In that passage, Jesus lists so many different things, but I want to touch on a few things that Jesus distinctly said are characteristics of the time that we're living in. And the first thing he leads off with, Jesus says, see to it that no one deceives you. So let's just talk for a few moments about the power of deception. And then he begins to talk about false Christs and false prophets. I say I've never met a false prophet who ever introduced himself as a false prophet. And I never met a false prophet who believed that he was a false prophet. But Jesus says false prophets and false Christs will come in my name. You know, people who are somewhat convincing. But he says that see to it that no one deceives you. Deception is certainly a part of a work of darkness. But what can you talk about in terms of how do we navigate through these times when so much deception? And later on, Jesus says, if possible, even the very elect could be deceived. And so I think this is a big issue that we need to face off with and take heart to deal with this in our own lives.
You know, before all of this happened, we heard people talking about, well, you have your truth, I have my truth, like truth was relative.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ said, I am the truth.
Yeah.
I am the truth, the way, and the life. You know, he's not saying truth is relative. Truth is a person. And he's saying, you know, that he is the truth. And so you heard all of that and you saw people twisting and manipulating things. And you thought, wow, we really need to come back to the word. But when this started happening, I mean, I'm telling you, there's a conspiracy theory every other day on everything. There is rising up. You don't even know what you hear, what to listen to, what to believe. And so you sit there and you have so many people saying so many things, and you realize if we don't listen to the Lord, I mean, I honestly feel like we need to stop. A mentor a long time ago told me, you need to have a guard at your mind and the gateways to your being, because you can't just let everything in. And I feel like we're letting all this noise in and we can't hear the Lord. And so for me, I've had to tune a lot of things out, put myself before the word, put myself before prayer, because deception is just increasing. The last thing I'll say, Pastor James, is I felt like that there was a level of Christianity, you know, because I feel like there's so much panic, there's so much fear, there's so much deception, there's so much tension, there's so much divisiveness, there's so much anger, there's so much hostility and pressure out there that if you don't draw into the Lord, you feel all of that attacking your soul, coming against you and pressing on you, and it can cause conflict in your home, it can cause conflict all around you. And so deception isn't just believing a conspiracy theory. Deception is all of these forces that are pushing on us and trying to get us to feel discouraged and hopeless and defeated and all of these things. And you realize we need to live at a different level of Christianity than we did before all of this.
Exactly.
We need to live at a different level of obedience. We need to live at a different level of dependency. We need to live at a different level of trust and submission to the Holy Spirit. I feel like God is saying the level of dependency you had before all of this that is calling for higher and calling for more. And we need to understand that's being said to us and respond to it.